Hey everyone, this is Zachary with SmartRealEstateCoach.com. I'm going to run through some basic explanations of the different options that we have. I'm just going to use some example numbers because as you guys normally see on Deal Structure Sunday, these basic concepts are going to come into play. That way you can better understand how we're structuring these deals, and that way you yourself can structure the deals as well. I know that we've explained the AO in some previous videos, but I'm just going to start there just so that way we can put all of these together. So with an AO, it's really simple. I'm gonna hit the scripts too, and then I'm just gonna do a brief example on the board. So an AO, super simple when it comes to explaining to a seller. You're gonna tell the seller, okay, me and you are gonna agree upon a minimum price. I am then going to take it to the market at a higher price, a premium. And then as soon as I have a tenant buyer who is ready to purchase, me and you are going to split the non-refundable deposit, which goes on top of the minimum that we agreed upon. Now, when I take it to market, I can create a spread for you, which you'll benefit. You're obviously going to benefit from principal pay down if there's a mortgage on the property. And then, of course, because we sold it at a premium, you're actually going to net more on the back end as well. So let's run through just a quick example here. So let's say that we agreed upon with the seller for a purchase price of $200,000. $200,000. We are then going to take it to market at a premium for, let's say, I don't know, $250,000. Let's say our tenant buyer comes in with a down payment of, I don't know, $50,000. Let's just take the full premium at $50,000. The seller and yourself are going to, and in this example, we're going to use a 50-50 split. 50-50 split, okay? So each one of us, so you take $25,000. The seller takes $25,000. So this is your assignment profit. This is the seller's. So the seller is going to net $25,000 plus the $200,000 that we agreed upon. So they actually in total are going to get $225 out of this deal. $225. So again, just breaking this back down. We agreed upon a minimum price. We took it to market at a premium. The down payment then came in from the tenant buyer as a non-refundable deposit of $50,000. In this agreement, we split 50-50. You get $25,000. Seller gets $25,000. So that is on top of the minimum that we agreed upon. So $225,000 is what the seller would get as soon as the property is fully completed. That's above and beyond the minimum that we agreed upon. That's an AO. Okay. Sandwich. A sandwich lease or a sandwich purchase. This, when you're explaining to the seller, is again very simple. Me and you, Mr. Seller, are going to agree upon a price. I am then going to take over any and all responsibilities of this property, including maintenance, mortgage, taxes, insurance, any and all future repairs, any and all responsibilities. At the end of the time frame on which we're both comfortable with, it's going to turn to a traditional close. What does this mean? This means that you, as the purchaser, are going to be locking in the equity for this seller. They're going to receive it at the end of the term. Let's do a quick example. So let's say we agree upon a purchase price of, again, $200,000. Let's say the mortgage on this home is $100,000. The difference between the mortgage and the purchase price is the equity that they're locking in. So they have $100,000 in equity. Let's say that you agreed with the seller for a 48-month term. What this means is on or before the 48 months is complete, the seller will then receive the $100,000. Also, it's a traditional sale, so any and all liens on the property would be paid off. So whatever the mortgage balance is at the end of the term, obviously the mortgage balance is going to go down from $100,000. It may be $80,000. It may be $50,000 at that time. You know, just using simple numbers here. But all you have to do as the purchaser, as a tenant buyer, is pay off the remaining lien on the property, the remaining mortgage, and then pay the seller the equity that they're due. As you can see, you are benefiting from principal pay down. If the mortgage goes down $20,000, the principal balance on the mortgage goes $20,000 over that length of time, that is your benefit. You are receiving an additional $20,000 in equity when the property is cashed out. So what you're agreeing to is you're agreeing to pay off whatever the balance of the mortgage is plus the $100,000. Okay, let's just hit one last section here. Owner financing deal. This is under the assumption that there is no mortgage. Typically, that's how we do our owner financing deals. Unless we're buying the property subject to and their seller financing the remaining balance, but that'll be for a different video. Owner financing deal. An owner financing, when you're explaining to the seller, is okay, Mr. Seller, we're going to agree upon a price today. We are then going to close on this property. We're going to take title. You, Mr. Seller, are going to be secured by a first and are going to have a first mortgage on the property. You're acting as the bank. We then are going to be making payments to you, typically principal-only payments, with a balloon date in the future on which we agree upon as far as the length of time where the remaining balance is due. Okay, so let's just go over an example here. Let's say that we bought the property for, let's use the same numbers here, $200,000. There is no mortgage on the property, so we're going to be, let's say we agree upon monthly payments of $1,000 a month. Principal only payment, so that's coming directly off the purchase price over this period of time. Okay, let's say that we agreed upon a balloon payment of 30 months. Typically it falls somewhere in the 48 to 60 month range, but let's just make this simple. So on or before the end of the 30 months, you will have paid $30,000 towards the purchase price. This means that $170,000 is due on or before the 30 months. So again, principal only payments of $1,000, that equals, so the 1,000 times the 30 months equals 30,000. The remaining balance after you subtract the 200,000, you subtract 30,000 from the 200,000 equals 170,000. That is the remaining balloon payment that is due on or before this date. I hope this helps, guys. This is at its basic form here. Review this video as often as possible, especially when you're going to be going into an explanation with a seller. You got to understand the differences between each one of these options, and also and how you can help the seller, also how you're going to benefit and how they're going to benefit. So pros and cons on both sides. So if you're enjoying these videos, then please subscribe below if you're on YouTube, and also comment. Be more than happy to answer any and all questions. Also, if you're on Facebook, like or share this with your friends, family, anyone else who you think would benefit from this, and so I look forward to bringing you some more videos.